So once again, I welcome back everyone. We will proceed to the second session. So number one, my technical studies and success in NBSA, Shri Imtisunab Jamir, STU, PWD.
To see all of you. I thank the proprietor, Sir Tabori Jamir, for giving me the platform to speak to all of you, respected administrators, teachers, and the speakers of today, and all my dear friends. Before I start my speech, I would like to tell you one way talking where I give you lectures that I did this, I did that, but I would rather like to encourage you, sort of like a motivation, sort of encouragement, and I came about to be an engineer. So for those of you who are wondering, what is my profession, what I do, I'm an engineer by profession, civil engineer. It's written here, SDO PWD. So PWD stands for Public Works Department. So we basically build houses, the buildings here, the roads that you see outside, the bridges, the dams. So we build all those structures. I would like to give a brief overview of my high school days and my academic life. I did my high school from Major High Secondary School, Kohima. My 11 and 12 from Kohima Science College, Jotsuma. Then I completed my graduation in civil engineering from Bangalore. Like everyone, I did fairly well. I was not extraordinary like any other one. I was just a very average student, and I did not excel in studies. But in fact, in my 12th standard, I managed to get only second division, and I was about to fail in physics. I was an average student, but I would like to mention some few elements which were crucial for my success. Before that, I would like to ask all the students here or anyone about dreams. What is your dream? So any of you can just stand up and tell me what is your dream or aim or goal. If anyone can stand up and tell me. Microphone is here, so if you want the microphone as well. Anyone can stand up. What is your dream or what you want to become in life?
Pamoy, what is your aim in
Anyone
life?
can just stand up and tell me.
Yeah,
What is your dream?
yeah. Tell sir about your aim.
Professional footballer.
Footballer. Okay, good. Anyone else?
I want to be army.
Army. Wow. Sure to people. Okay. Anyone? Doctor. Okay. No one else? Doctor. I can hear some
Who?
doctors over
Yeah.
there.
Who wants to be an engineer? Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you want to be an engineer. Okay. So after all those motivational talks given by our respected Sri Awajuba, no one wants to become a civil servant. Anyone? Okay, the student right over there. Okay. There's a football here. I'll please bring the football here. Okay, no, there's a football here. Okay. I need one volunteer. Okay, who's the footballer? Come.
Okay. So come.
Now kick the ball anywhere you want. Okay. All right. Just stay there. Okay. Now, this is your goal and your target. Okay. So the first attempt, I would like to take an example of this. The first attempt, he did not have any target, nor goal, nor dream. He just kicked the ball anywhere. But the second time I gave the goal, he was targeting that goal. He missed the first attempt, no doubt. But he was successful in the second attempt, right? So my first element for achieving was dream, an aim, goal. I had a dream. I wanted to be an engineer. So that until and unless you have a dream, a goal, you will not have paths. You will be directionless. See, the first time he kicked the ball, he did not know where to kick. He was directionless. But once there was a goal, he was focused on that. Yes, he failed the first attempt, but he was successful in the second attempt. So the first element was having a goal. I had a dream, I had an aim, and I had a target. So I would like to encourage each and every one of you to have a dream. The dream could be big, the dream could be small. It could be anything. Someone wants to become a doctor, some people want to be engineers. All those are dreams. Have a dream, and you will have paths to achieve that dream. The second element was foundation. When you build a house or a structure, you build foundations. The first thing that you do is build foundation. Foundation is very important. Likewise in life, foundation means our habits, our behaviors, and the foundations of learning that are being laid during our childhood and during our high school days. Our behaviors, our discipline are all laid during these formative years. And I was fortunate enough to have good parents and teachers to lay down very good foundations. All of you are under, and I'm pretty sure we have very good teachers and guidance. So they will provide good foundations, but one thing you have to do, you have to be very dedicated in your school days, because these are the years, formative years, where you build your foundations, where you inculcate good habits, good behaviors, and that will help you in your future days. So build very good foundations, and the parents and teachers also have to play a very important role in building those foundations and giving those and imbibing those values to the students. The third element is focus. What does focus mean? It means directing all the energy resources at a single point. Has any one of you used magnifying glass? Magnifying glass to look into an insect, or sometimes you might have used that magnifying glass to burn a pepper. Anyone? No one used a magnifying glass. The school has magnifying glass, right? So what does a magnifying glass do? It focuses the sun energy. When you try to burn a paper using a magnifying glass, it tries to focus all the energy of the sun and direct it to a point. And because of that, that energy burns the paper. You just take this paper and just lay it outside, it will never burn. But that magnifying glasses focuses all the energy and power in a single point, and that is that power, that energy, that burns. I was also being bombarded with too many options whether I should appear for exams, masters, or work in a private institution, or start a business. But I tried to appear too many exams. There were options: GATE, Engineering Service Examination, the NPC Technical Exam, the NCS, Nagaland Civil Services. I tried to appear all those exams, but I was not successful. The reason for me being not successful in those exams was I was not focused at all. I was directing my energy to all those exams and I was not focused, I just one single point. I realized that I analyzed myself and then I asked questions to myself. If I'm supposed to succeed in life and fetch a result, what do I need to do? And then I realized that focusing energy at a single point, at a single target is what you need to achieve in life. So after that realization, since I was from technical background, civil engineer, so NPC technical exam was one option which I could appear the exam and then contribute to the nation building and then contribute to the development of Nagaland. So then I decided that yes, this is my option. And then after I took the decision, I focused all my energy, focused all my resources in appearing that exam. Yes, I was not successful in my first attempt. Neither I was successful in my second attempt. But in my third attempt, I was successful. Does it mean that my first attempt, second attempt was all failures? Yes, it was failure, but those were steps to success. And I would like to mention the fourth element, which was failure. Like I said, failures are steps to successes. It doesn't matter how many times you fail, you only have to be right once. Failures taught me immense lessons about life, to get back up and to persevere. And you learn that only when you fail. Albert Einstein, the greatest physicist, was labeled mentally slow on his permanent school record. Or teachers taught Thomas Alva Edison, who invented the light bulb, he was thought that he was too dumb, but then he went to invent the light bulb and then the motion picture camera. So those who ultimately succeed are those who continue on after every failure, no matter what. So don't be afraid to fail and don't give up. Which brings me to my fifth element, hard work. Like our previous speakers have all enlightened about hard work. Hard work is a very overused word. You have to work hard. You have been told by teachers you have to work hard. You have been told by parents to work hard. But working hard is what will achieve you big results. There is no such substitute for hard work. And if you go on asking about successful men and women, the common denominator that they have would be hard work. Hard work means going the extra mile. What does hard work mean? Going the extra mile. You might study for 2-3 hours, you might study for 4 or 5 hours, but are you going the extra mile during your preparation for high school exams or anything? Suppose you study for 30 minutes. A topic takes you 30 minutes. And then you just take rest, and then you sort of revise it the next day and then give the exam. But the same person who studies it for 30 minutes, put the extra effort of studying it again for 15-20 minutes, revising again, and then the next day if you revise again. So what did you do? Something different than the first person. He did 2 revisions. He did the extra effort, he went the extra mile to do 2 revisions. So will always perform better than that's one revision. So that is a very simple example, but there's just no substitute for hard work, and to be successful in life, you need to go the extra mile. And then the 6th element is consistency. What does consistency mean? It means doing regularly and without fail. Doing small things again and again and again and again. So during my preparation, I was not studying for 10 to 15 hours or 16 hours. Rather, I wrapped up my studies in a few hours in the day, but I did it regularly. And I did it routinely every day. So do small things, but do it regularly, and you'll achieve big results. The 7th element is mentors and teachers. Mentors and teachers have shaped my life. I've learned a great deal, and I've been inspired by those who have been successful or cracked competitive exams by asking questions. although our previous speaker, Sri Aujubai is not here, he was also one of my mentors. He was also one of my inspirations when I grew up. I asked a lot of questions, and then since he was also living in Kohima, and I was also from Kohima, the way he worked hard, like he said, the way he worked hard, the way he toiled, he still has imbibed great insight and knowledge, and he has been a great example to always be inquisitive and have an open mind to learn and seek advice from them, and they will guide you. Mentors can be anyone. It can be your parents, it can be your teachers, it can be someone whom you look up to, like I mentioned, Sri Autipa. You'll find such mentors around you. Those who ultimately succeed are those who continue on after every failure. So don't be afraid to fail and don't give up. I'm repeating this line, but since it's very important, I'm repeating this line. So those were the 7 elements which were very crucial for my success. Whether you are a top student, average student, success will follow you. If you set a clear goal, set a strong foundation, focus on your goal, work hard with consistency, seek guidance from mentors and teachers, and learn from your failures. At the end, I would like to encourage all the students to work hard, compete with one another, encourage and inspire each other, help others achieve their goal, and you will achieve yours. The most important task for you as a student is to be committed to your studies. Always have an open mind to learn. Share knowledge with your friends and help one another to excel and build good foundations during your time as a student. Along with academics, find your hobbies and enjoy extracurricular activities, sports, music, social life, and try to maintain a balance of everything and you'll become a well-rounded person. Respect your parents and teachers and let God be your guide in every step of your way. It is my hope and prayer that each and every one of you fulfill your dreams and achieve your goals and aspirations in the days to come. I once again thank all of you for giving me this time, and may God bless St. John's School. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I give time to Kadasin of class 9 for solo presentation.
Hello.
This is my prayer, and may you
Thank you so much, Katasan. Now, before proceeding to the next program, I give a short time to Mr.
Thank you, Chairperson, for this time. Since this morning, we have been hearing a lot from our distinguished and highly qualified resource person, not only one, but four of them. And once again, the school is grateful and honored to have one of the resource person again, Shri Limatangit, Joint Director of School Education, Theo Beren. Sir, we are very grateful to you for availing your precious time to make this program a success, and the school would like to show a small token of love and appreciation. So I request you to kindly come over the stage and accept it.
Now, I give time to our very last speaker for today on the topic education in the new world order. Now, I give time to Sri Limatangit, Joint Director of School Education, TEO Beren.
Last pages, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes. Is it clear, my voice? Yes. Okay. Then let me the sound system, because it may distract me in my mental because I think a very long time today, so it may be a distraction for me. So respected chairpersons of today's one-day care and counseling program of St. John School, Changdongya, my distinguished and respected colleagues, resource persons, teaching faculty of this school, provider and missions of the St. John School, and my beloved students and ladies and gentlemen. I am very happy today to meet you all here in this important program of the school. I am also belongs to this locality that you know it, isn't it? Although I have entered my profession not through the nature of the program. The nature of the program today is care and counseling program. But the way that you've given me is giving a little freedom to touch in all the area. Senior officer in the department, I have little experience here in my profession in school education department in running up the institutions, and I'm also a teacher. Today, yes, in the program you have given me as a resource person, but I am acting like a teacher. I want to speak as one of the teaching faculty of this school, and the responsibility that we are facing today in the running of the institutions on the part of the teachers, on the part of the students, as well as what is the world today. Where do we live? Where we are going forward, and then what is the ending of our future life. That is why care and counseling program. Here, the objective of the program is a seminar oriented, a job for the professional oriented education that to you all today, isn't it? For you teachers. However, for the success of the right education and right choice of profession or the studies, is mostly upon the responsibility that shouldered by the teachers, by the provider, by the society. All are the collective responsibility. And the target is you. We are thinking for your future, isn't it? I'm very happy that here, many future engineers are sitting here. Many doctors are sitting here. Many athletics and then the footballer games to become a national figure or the to occupy the profession in life. What will be the future of you, where you will be ended, and what is the success, state for you, isn't it? So I'm very happy that among the citizens of this locality, 3 resource persons, youngsters, has success, their success in their profession, in their studies, and the advice is given to you enough. So I'll not be touching much in this area, but there is in all say, as you desire to be, deliver some speech to me in the area that education in a new certain part of our country. In Mumbai, I've come to learn that certain part of the certain institutions are adopting that model. That means the way of sitting the question also will be quite different, even if the children use the materials to keep the answers. They may not able to take out from the materials that they have with them. That means teacher's responsibility. The way of sitting the question is, unless a child thoroughly understands the real concept of the knowledge, he may not able to give the answers. Isn't it? So responsibility is not with the children, but with the teachers and then with the elders. That responsibility is coming up in our present society. Now, main area of reforms need in education of our country, with particular reference to Nagaland. I want to stress a little bit about here. So here, we need a potential shift academically to practical oriented education. This is number one. The present system of school need to be replaced by learning standards, which will focus on imbibing necessary socio-behavioral skill. Socio-behavioral skill. Here I want to give one example. Teachers. As a teacher, we teach in the classroom, and we sit the question in the examination to write about the punctuality, for example. And we sit the question here. Teachers who sit the question about the punctuality to examine the children are most unpunctual teachers. They come late in their profession, isn't it? Teachers teach in the classroom about the discipline. But the student who is most indisciplined, he secured the highest mark in the classroom. Is it the education related with the change of the life of the people? I don't see. Isn't it? This is the real issues of today. And that result is there is no behavioral change in the life of the children. Because our present system of education is not related with the life of our children. So main idea is today imparting knowledge should not give more emphasis on the bookish knowledge, but it should be focused with the life of the children. Child-oriented education is required today, isn't it? Only then there will be a change in the life of the children. There will be a change in our society. Education will bring a meaningful in the success of life of our children. This is one area of concern today. Now, main area of education reform needed in this school as well as in Nagaland, that which I identified is child-centered and practical oriented education that we need to impart. Yes, classroom teaching, bookish knowledge is also important. But other than emphasizing on this area, whether there is a change in the life of the children is is there or not. That is the main concern of we should give more importance on this. On the other hand, bookish knowledge is important, but child-centered education is giving more emphasis today. That is number one. Number two, we need to make a very strong foundational education. If you refer the national policy of education, it is nothing but mainly focusing on to make strong foundational education and elementary stage. I've entered this classroom. This is the modern, say 21st century, the foundational education classroom I've observed. I have visited several institutions in our state, but this type of the classroom I don't see in many places. That is why we need to make very strong foundational elementary education today in Nagaland. I work as a teacher in government school and head of the institution in government school. So the problem, major problem, and academic area of the government school, I know a little bit about. I want to share with you. Because of the weak foundational elementary education, there is a major crisis in problem regarding the admission in class 9. And there is a major dropout, major percentage of dropout rate in class 9. Because Naka people develop certain wrong concept. The policy of government, the Indian government declared that no detention policy. But teachers misconceive it, parents misconceive it, and our society follow with that, and we let our younger children in that path. Where they are not teaching properly, and they reach the class 8, pass out, and there is no system in government school, so certificate is issued, and you will seek admission in any government school in class 9 without having the basic knowledge, without having, with the weak foundational education. Then that is the beginning of spoiling their future life. This is the major concern in our state today. That is why I wish that this school will make a very strong foundation education, and after that, after studying this, I feel that for the future rest of the higher study, children will not face the problem. Then I see the vision here. I have a great dream that this is a center of bringing changes in our education, particular reference to our area. That is why I want to share with the teaching faculty that after you become an old person like me, the source of happiness in your life is this school. Now, what I mean though says that I want to share one thing. I have 3 biological children. Okay? Your teachers and then many of elders did know it. Me, my children did know it. My all biological children, they have already taken decision for their future career of study, and they have clear their objectives for for their profession and job in their future life. I don't take as a serious problem for my family. This is my biological children. Now I'm working as the district education officer in one district of Nagaland. I have 18,000, little more than 18,000 my professional children. If I neglect the 18,000 professional children, God will neglect my 3 biological children. Same as that, your teachers here, our teaching community here, you have 100, how many students?
68.
68, our professional children are sitting here. They need to fit daily skill of food for their survival of their life as well as the skill of knowledge. We cannot feed them the knowledge for 1 month in 1 day, in one classroom teaching. This is the main area of responsibility that we need to know today. And many Naga people, many teachers, we are not so serious at this thing. That is why there is no happiness in our life, there is no success in our And then most of the life ending of the teachers and the elderly member in the society is not put in the last part of closing life. So what I mean to say is that this is will be your greatest asset, and then the wealth in your life. That is why you may feel that working in the private institution, job security is not there. I'm not satisfied, and then say with my profession. But I feel that this is the golden opportunity, okay, in your personal life. And then for our children, say definitely if we do justice to these children, God will do justice towards our children, and automatically say he will be, the future will be bright. This is in that understanding. Just try to work here. I want to do one thing regarding this, my personal experience. This year, in the month of February, I visited one extreme corner of Nagaland. That is called there is one place in Sum. There is one remote area under Birin district.
One from Parent District, Beijing here, sir.
Is it?
Yeah.
I happen to meet that Insum area, okay? Insum area, and there in that down, there is one middle school run by, say, our community, these churches, up to class 8. I visited the government school, belongs to my department, one school, that area. I have interacted with the teaching faculty there. And then there I saw the happiness in their faces. Though they work as in the that remote area, I saw the happiness, and I have realized that the source of happiness in the life of the teacher is to deal with the rural children. This is your contribution for the society. For that purpose, the God has sent you to be a teacher, say to serve the spirit. So, say there I got my personal impression that teaching in the private sector or to serve in the remote area is the golden opportunity for to earn our wealth, say in our life. This is one thing. Some 9-10 years ago, when I worked as an officer in the department directorate, I happened to travel with one senior officer from the National Council of Educational Research and Training. I dropped him to the airport of Dimapur to travel to Delhi. He came to the Nagaland. So on the way, he told me one thing, "Sir, I'm going to resign in my job." I got shocked. So I asked him the question, what is the reason? I don't see any happiness in the urban area, in the big city. I want to enjoy the rest of my life in the rural area, dealing with the rural children, and do some at least contribution before I die. This is what he told me. That is why my beloved children and then the teachers, this is my earnest request that there is nothing that we are, say, out of no way, we are compelled to do the job there. This is not, I think it is a wrong concept according to my personal experience. This is what I want to share with you. Now, coming back to the main topic, as we know that we need to make them strong foundation education, so that after handling here in this school, this all the 160 above children will be someone in the say after a few years. This is what we need to bring the reform in our present education system. We need to focus mainly to make the strong foundations of the elementary education. Since we have up to the class 10, no doubt, we need to prepare say well for to face the board examination. But the area of concern is how we make our children, little parts here, their position in their future life. This is our main area of concern. Now, third point, main area of concern is, as we talk about, that the care in culture. We need to manage to compete with the raise of the children, with raise of the say population in the Naga society to get employment. Now, as far as the say care-oriented education is concerned, now today, let's take one example. We are focusing today skill development. All the youth program is related with the skill development. Why skill? I want to say that there is one definition regarding the vocational education given by the John Dewey, American educationist. He died long back ago. He lived in 17th century, but still it is relevant with the present context. A person who identified, who become the skill in his profession and opportunity to in their lifetime is the happiest person. Say example, we may apply a peon to their post, but if you're contented, if you're skilled in performing as the peon, you are the most important and happiest than the officer who are sitting on the table. Now to become one of the proceeding, the institutions here, from educator till the provider, all are playing equal role. It is not belong to the Sertavode. It is belong to this children. This is his children, biological children. It is become a good institution when all the systems work together perfectly in a harmony. When we present music, in this say for example churches, if there is some weak in one performing the part, it is not good to listen, isn't it? Same as that, for a successful running of the institution, all the systems should work perfectly, and all the systems should be functioning independently without any hindrance. This is what to become a good institution. So now, skill development is the more important emphasis in our present society, because we are not self-sufficient economically. That is why our society goes wrong, our government goes wrong, our churches goes wrong, because we are not economically self-sufficient. And that can be successful only through education, and the right of the education is to impart the skill development education to the children. That is why vocational education is giving more emphasis. Even in the elementary stage, state government is making attempt to introduce vocational education in elementary stage. That is why skill emphasizing and skill development is more area of concern today. Automatically, that will affect an economic growth and standard of life of the children in their future life. Now coming back, closing part to the institutions. Let's imagine that this is a school run by one leader, headmaster, or we call it administrator, or in other words, we may use it. Head of the institution can be regarded as the manager. You know the meaning of the manager, isn't it? Administrator. We call nomenclature, we call headmaster or the headmistress, isn't it? Or the head of the institutions. Now, for the head of the institutions, yes, no doubt, you are efficient academically, you have experience in your life, but what is the demand of the present society? What role that our children and our society is expecting from us? To be a good administrator in the school alone may not be sufficient. We need a strong leadership quality to deal with the children as well as with the teaching faculty, to look after the institution, as well as, other than this, we need a leadership quality to deal with the stakeholders. isn't it? Student community, teaching faculties. This is the very important need today. That is why to run successfully an institution, the administrator. For a successful administration, we need not say you know the other quality, but what I realize is that we need to prioritize in dealing with the stakeholders, including the staff, students, and the community at large. Because institution exists because of our community, because of our teaching staff. So if we feel we able to act as a effort administrator. This is one thing which I want to stress about the administrator. Coming back to the teaching faculties, I was a teacher, so I am speaking with myself to handle these children. As a teacher, we know that teachers are the torch bearer in the process of education. That we all know. Now, other than a teaching profession, we need to act as a good facilitator today. Our classroom teaching may not be sufficient to fit their daily skill and their knowledge, but we should be able to fit them as a good facilitator to develop their mental health. So, teachers teaching responsibility is not only to teach, but as a good facilitator of learning, guiding to develop critical thinking of our children. All are more advanced in their thinking than us. They are sitting here, hundreds of students. So, by our knowledge alone, we may not be able to do this towards our children. So, what the alternative thing that we need to do is that we should create the environment to put them in a situation so that they will apply their mind and explore the new thing, innovation. So critical thinking exercises, we should act as a good facilitator for our children so that they may able to navigate whatever the complexity that they face in their society. Critical thinking, then creative thinking, and also the collaborative thinking. Now here I have come to know that many students from the community is studying here. Am I right? How many of you? Raise your hand. So you are here sitting in the classroom with the Changdoyang town students, isn't it? We are sitting. One day you will sit with the children of the America or the say Indian children, isn't it? So we are interconnected. When you share the experiences with you, when you compete with them, we need to equip with the certain, the experience in your life. You will face the complexity of say situation to penetrate all these things in your life. This is successful only when you get opportunity to expand your mental horizon and get the sufficient space to think, to expand your mental capacity. So this opportunity to create this, it is mostly depend upon the teacher's guidance, isn't it? That is why I want to stress in this area. Now, coming back to last part of my presentation, the challenges that we face among the teaching community, including our provider, including me, and the teaching faculty of here. I've identified 4 major problems. If we understand this problem, I think we may able to guide our children properly. We may able to perform as a good teacher in 21st century educational and educational environment. Number 1 is we are playing the, no doubt, very important role, very unique role, to impart the knowledge as prescribed by the academic controlling authority. we need to give more importance on the academic vocationality. Other than that, we need to play the unique role, that is to facilitate the children, say, to develop their mental horizon. This is very important. On 11th of this month, I attended in one interview as a board, appeared the interview. They have given the enough freedom to use their presentations to test their teaching efficiency in the classroom situation. All of them, they have chosen their topic to be presented so that the expert, the interview board will observe their teaching and select among them. And we were sitting in the classroom as students just to observe their teaching. While teaching, one interviewee, he make mistake in the teaching, where he is only, consciously choosing the topic to be present, thinking that he is the master in that topic, so that he may not say he will present well, so that I will be better than the other. This is what the teacher's preparation was. While interacting with the children inside the classroom, they will move more advanced than the teachers. What is the main factor? What is the specialty among our children today? This is the main area of concern. According to me, children are influencing by different agency of education very fastly today. So, say influencing them, one important formal agency of education in the classroom is only one part. Other than this, they have the many agencies that they are influencing at the occasion, at their places, in different environment, and they are equipping with this. So, a teacher who take the responsibility as a teaching profession, I think definitely fail unless we are well equipped and serious about with our teaching. This is one area that I came across. So we need to play the unique role, not only imparting the vocational knowledge, but to develop their mental horizon. We need to create the environment to facilitate for their thinking and creative thinking, and to expand their quality of life. This is number one. So, with this, teachers need to confident in handling the classroom situation. Are you well equipped? Are you well prepared? Are you confident in teaching the children? Are you in a position to give the correct answer if the children raise any question related with our teaching? If not, there is a serious problem on the part of the life of our children. There will be something wrong in our children. This is one area of concern. As we all know that teaching is a technique, isn't it? To solve any type of the problem. Unless we apply the technique, it may take more time, more resources, more energy to get done well. So same as that, teaching is a technique. That is why today, without having a professional degree in teaching, teachers are not appointed. Am I right? I'm also trained teacher. I have received the teaching training, completed 1 year. I hope that all the teachers, 18 teachers here are well professionally trained, isn't it? Okay, now I want to raise one question to my fellow colleagues teachers. Are you put into practice of what you received the training in the classroom? This is the main area of concern today. Not only in this school, but throughout the state. among the Naka teaching community. This is the main area of concern. Are we adapt in the classroom situations what we have received the professional training? Are you tested? Are you following it or not? So unless we involve a teaching technique, what we have received the training, I think success in our teaching will not be possible. This is what I realized. I also feel in my say when I was a teacher in many area, and I realized that today among the teaching community, one of the major, the problem is we are not put into practice what we have, equipped with our knowledge to handle our children. This is main area of concern. That is why I want to encourage my fellow teachers here in this school staff to make our school as a proceeding model school. Let us think on it, try to act it. Let's make it a source of happiness for our life, and say I'll be a part of it, and I want to see the changes after some years, the progress of this institution. Lastly, as we all know that someone to become, children become the engineer. Someone says that you want to become a doctor, and some says that you want some children you want to become a professional player, footballer. Isn't it? They have different quality in life. As far as the psychological natures of the human being is concerned, all the children sitting here are having the differences, individually, physically, mentally. We cannot speak from all the children to perform well in one area of their academic course, for example, isn't it? Some may be good in certain area of life. So we need to understand the individual differences in the classroom. We need to understand the individual differences in the classroom and handle them accordingly. That is why exceptional children in the sense that there is exception in positive side also. There is exceptional children in the negative side also. 0 degree and then plus. Isn't it? So children, there may be some children in the classroom who have the mental, the limited side children in the classroom. They are exceptional. There may be same classmate children who are highly intelligent in the classroom. We cannot expect them to perform it equally in all the area. We cannot say success in imparting them knowledge in the same style of teaching. Isn't it? Everyone needs to handle it differently. So if we understand this, our responsibility, and act as a teachers, no doubt I have the 100% confidence that we can bring changes in our institutions today. And now today you have chosen say education in the new world order. Now we all know that we live in a global world society, a global village. We call it global village because all the universe is interconnected. Educationally, it is interconnected. We talk about the smart classroom. I think we have the smart classroom here, isn't it? What is the main objective of this smart classroom? One of the objectives is to exchange knowledge among the teachers, among the students, and influence each other, isn't it? When children are coming and study here, we may influence the school, say open it belonging also, isn't it? In the Delhi also, abroad also. So this, in this way, we need to interchange here, and we need to understand that wherever a school is located, if the parents or the teachers understand the responsibility and shoulder equal responsibility, definitely the institution will become good. And the younger generation change will be tremendous effect, and the face of our society will be completely changed. That is why I want to exhort the students that your teachers are more than your children. Okay? Your parents. They are more than our pastors. They are the real parents who can help you for your future life. Have the strong determination. Think about what is going on in the other parts of the world. Then try to become a person. Try to become a successful person in study as well as to provide your profession also in future life. And teachers will be the mentor to guide you. And we want to see a sea change in this institution in future. Okay. So to conclude my the speech here today, as I've already mentioned that my beloved teaching community, provider, and then ladies and gentlemen, our children sitting here are the greatest asset for our future. It is in our hand today. I wish to see that all the children will become a person, and we are very fortunate that we are together here today. Chronologically, I am elder than you all, and I am also a part of, this program, and I feel that I have a responsibility towards this school also. Same as our provider, he has done his best in his lifetime, all the resources that he can able to do, and just as a human being, he is, contributing for the institution, for the society, for the children. At the same time, all the stakeholders play equal positive role. I think there will be beginning of transforming our society and our Naka society, change of Naka society, our community, and then Naka community will begin by the children who study from this institution. So I believe that Saint John School, Changduya, is a proceeding model school. It is a proceeding model school of 21st century education. Children of advanced country and then the cities. In that understanding, let us try to propose our intentions. And today I feel that this is the right, the program that you have taken. You've given the responsibility, you have given the, demand from the elders that with the living example, success success in love, life, citizens from our area has also come to interact with you, and as an elderly member of the society, I'm also invited, and today's program will be fruitful for all of us. And with this great opportunity, I have taken a long time, but I feel that I today realize that I have not done the justice towards you. But today, I got opportunity to interact with you. So I'm one of the person that come to know little bit about the 19th century education scenario in Nagaland, in our area. I've seen the living person also, who were educated in 19th century. We live in the 20th century. And we happen to be last part of our life to work with the teaching community in 21st century. Then I am interacting with the successful person of 21st century children, children who are successful in their studies and achieve success and occupy a different profession. These people will be replaced by you all. And this is the great hope, and with this, I extend my heartfelt congratulations and then thanks to the provider as well as the teaching faculty of this school. and let us take it as a revival for our school as well as for our community, and let us collectively try to bring good change. Lastly, I wish all the best the children as well as the teaching faculty of this institution. Thank you.
Now I give time to our preparator for word of thanks.
Thank you, Chairperson. All the resource persons, our headmistresses, and our teacher colleagues, and my dear friends. Are you happy? Yes. But I'm not happy. Why? Yeah, because you didn't ask anything to our resource person. Am I right? Yeah, you should have asked now. You'll not get such a good opportunity to ask whatever you want to ask. But I know that you are feeling shy. And if you feel shy, you will never become a good person. You need not to keep shyness with you, okay? Of course, you have to be a disciplined man or woman or child or student, but you should ask questions whenever you got the opportunity. Okay, so I'm not happy. Okay. Thank you, St. John's School, led by headmistress, assistant headmistress, and all the teachers, and all the students for organizing such a successful program. And then special thanks to your brother Autangit, who is telecasting our program today. And then all the children who are participating very good, well, but small thing with which I'm not happy is you are not asking questions. If you want to ask, you can ask now to any one of them. Of course, one of your sirs, Mr. Autuba, he went over to Mokokchung for some meetings again. Now, in our this program, 4 resource persons, Sri Limatangit, Sri T. Autuba, I asked the school authority to give Sri Alamtushi and Sri Ibisanam. But officially and professionally, theirs should be engineer. Okay? Engineer Alamtushi, engineer Ibisanam. But why I asked the authority to put only Siri? Because here also equal as all of us. Okay? Here are Shiri, but he could earn their engineership. Okay, so now they are no more Shiri, but they are called as engineer Alamtushi because they have their engineer industry. Okay, I have the experience of having all the 4 resource persons. In 1994, when I was just 22 years, I was attending teachers training in Kohima, and Sir Lima was doing ME. And we were together in one rented house. I know that those days, he used to study more than 6-7 hours in a day. And I studied just 2 hours. But he studied at least 6-7 hours per day. So I asked him, he might get forgotten, but I still remember, I asked him, Udi, how you are studying such a long time? He told me, you are youngsters, but for our little bit seniors, I have to study like this. That is how he got first class in IMI, and he got the job immediately. He served as a teacher for more than 10 years, and he was the principal in the higher secondary school for more than 10 years. Now he's amongst the senior most officers in the education department. Okay. The reason is he studied more than 6-7 hours in a day. My witness. And when I went down to Guwahati for my study, we were together, Auchuba and myself, we were together in a small rented home. Of course, it was my home, but he came to live with me from hostel. He came out of the hostel and he told me that we will be staying together. Okay. Now, he started studying from 9 in the evening, and at 9 I used to sleep. Again, he will make me wake up at 4 in the morning, and he will sleep at 4, and I started studying from 4. It was our daily routine. So, Auchuba's study was how long? From 9 to 4. Count it. He studied that much. So I told him, I think this is a little bit too much. You try to study in the morning, like me, and then you sleep at night. Oh. For me, I don't want to take a disturbance from others. So I want to study at night. So he used to start his study from 9 in the, I should say at night, till 4 in the morning. He will make me wake up at 4. I will start studying from 4, and he will sleep. And he will sleep up to 10. And then he will go to college. And then I will study up to 10. And then I will make him wake up. And then I also will go to my university. Because our university used to start at 11 o'clock. Like that. It was his style of studying. That is why he got through UPs. Okay. And then Mr. Indigenous, this, I don't have much experience, but I visit after he being completed engineering degree. I visited his house 7 times. All the 7 times, I observed that he was inside the room only. He used to come out sometimes, and sometimes he didn't come out. But I used to ask that his parents, where is But he is studying. So during his study time for interview, to appear in the interview, I happened to visit his house 7 times. All the 7 times, I found him only inside the room. Okay. Sometimes he used to come out, sometimes he will be staying still there inside the room. Like that. That is why he got the first in his competitive. Okay. And Mr. Alamdushi also, we were together. He used to come and stay with me to appear in the exam. My house was very small in Kohima, so we used to stay together, and he appeared in the exam. Okay, very simple. And then that is how. And he was very sincere, not much talkative like some of you. I know that some of the St. John students, like Susang, is not so talkative. No, Susang. Agam Chuba likes Apple phone. Na Agam. Who was that? Who liked Apple phone? It was Agam Chuba, I suspect. Am I right? They are not talkative. Am I right? Yeah. They are not talkative. So, Mr. Engineer Ramdushi, he was not so much talkative, but he used to talk. So he got number 1. So both the engineers, they got the number 1 in their interview. Okay? So like that, I know that some of you want to become engineer, doctors, or technical persons. You try to study hard. All of you, all the 168 students, you try them, all 4 of them, and then keep one lesson each and follow as it is. Okay. So that for St. John students, at least few of you will go through UPC or NPC or what. Okay. Okay. Now, about the asking question. I was just wondering, during your sports days, I was just observing your sports activities through phone. All of you were smart. But today, you don't want to ask anything. What is the wrong? What is going wrong with you? Because if you don't ask, people will not ask you anything. Okay. You have to ask. Then only you can understand and act so that others will ask you. But if you don't ask, no one will ask you anything. Okay. So in the classroom, from next year, whatever your teachers are taking, I will sit the question. Now I'm very busy in my office activities, but from next year, if I'm alive, God give me a life like this, I'll be free. So all your questions I will see. Okay. So no one, even my wife, I will not see my works. I will take your textbooks, I will see the questions. Okay. And my teachers, Sir has a vast experience in education field, as I was just sharing, and I'm very thankful for being shared that NEP hard copies. Of course, a little bit I shared with you about the concepts through this WhatsApp only, but you make copies, photocopy it and keep in a library also, because our children also who knows, I'm sure, not who knows, I'm sure you also have the interest to read it, okay? And then all the teachers, you may be here or there, but professionally you are trained as to serve as a teacher, so you please go for it. And of course, this is national policy, so the relevancy of that policy may not be, in some points, may not be there with you, with us, but you have to cope it, okay, with the situation inside your classroom or inside the school, St. John's. Okay, so that is my own concept, and then that is very precious, which that the printed form. I think we don't have that printed form here now, not that.
No.
Yeah, we
Not for this.
But this is the only printed form. So you make it photocopy, and this should be kept in your table also, put headmisters in a AHM, and then your teacher's common room, and in the library also you please keep it. And children also you may go through it, okay? But don't take the negative points. Don't take the easy points, okay? For children, you read it and take the harder points, okay? If, as one of your sirs, he was mentioning, if you are lazy, you will never attend. Okay, so you take out the harder points. Okay, so you choose the 4 or 5 hard points out of that policy and ask your teachers how to do it. Okay. Thank you, everyone, again, and then especially the 4 resource persons. Many thanks for sharing your precious time. I know that this is a financial month, every officers are very busy, but sparing his precious time with St. John's School is a great privilege for our school also, as well as for the teachers and children. And then we have here, as I was mentioning, 35 students from home community, and then 2 students from Konya community, and then 2 students from Direng community, and 3 Hindu community, and then 3 Muslim community. And if I'm not mistaken, no more, huh? Yeah, like that. So we have here many communities are here, not only Christians, not only Muslims, not only Hindus, but we have Muslims, Hindus, and Christians. That we have one from Manipur also, no? He's also Hindu, no? Maybe, yeah, like this. So thank you again, and then you pray for the St. John's School in every occasions, and then I don't want to let you go before you ask. So, Miss Chairperson, she may allow you 2 or 3 minutes to ask if you wish. Okay, if you wish. But you have to ask. Okay, you keep in your mind and ask to your teachers on Monday, if not today. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so like sir has said, I give you 1 minute if you have anything to ask.
Come on.
How can and what steps do I need to become a doctor?
Actually, true counseling is done through action questions. That's a right question. So basically, to become a doctor, you have to, after passing out metric exam, you have to, during your class 11 and 12, you have to select science stream. In that science stream, we have basically 4 major subjects: physics, chemistry, maths, and biology. So for us engineers, we have selected physics, chemistry, maths as a major subject. But to become a doctor, you have to select physics, chemistry, and biology as your major subject. So after passing out your class 12 exam, you have to sit for NEET exam. That's National Eligibility Test. So if you are selected, if you get good marks in that, you'll have the privilege to study from state quota. So the fees will be much cheaper. And there's another option to go as a private student, but that will incur lots of money. Some institute will cost you about a course of rupees per semester. So as we are financially a little bit work our state, it's better for you to study well, give your best, and try to get quota on the state, so that that's the way you will become a doctor.
To supplement with Sir Alumdushi, I just want to add one point. He has already mentioned the importance of the subject in class 11-12, isn't it? To face the national eligibility test, that entrance examination, in that examination question will sit, isn't it? Say for example, out of 1 mark, out of 100 marks. If the question is said in NET exam for 100 marks, okay, you have to give importance on 3 subjects, isn't it? Biology, physics, and chemistry. So the examiner will see, since the doctor is related with the biological aspects of life, human life, 40 question will be asked from the 60, nah? More than 50, nah? More than 50% will ask from the biology, and the 50 from say out of remaining 15% from the physics, say for example 25%, and then chemistry from 25%. Whereas in biology, you will ask for 50 marks. What I mean to say is that you give more importance in biology subject if you want to become a doctor, okay? Biology is more important subject. If you become an engineer, you need to give more emphasis in maths as well as the physics subjects. Is it clear? Those students who want to become an engineer, you need to give more importance not only in class 11, 12, but right from the class 9, from today, you need to give more importance in, say, mathematics as well as the physics area. Okay? Of course, all comes under the science study. Even then, as far as the entrance exam is concerned, to become a doctor, say, in NET examination, more than 50%. I'm not clear exactly the marks. Okay. However, more than 50% will be asked from the biology subject. So biology subject is more important. But one thing which many students make mistakes that, of course, biology is a little bit the easy comparatively with the physics and chemistry. Many students think that I'll secure the 100 marks, 100% in biology, and that I can reach the cut-off mark or the good mark in selection of the MBBS studies, and neglecting and physics and chemistry, which is completely wrong. If we say, if all the subject area contributes securing the mark, then in total sum up, your selection will be done from the total mark secured in all the areas, isn't it? That is why it is wrong to say that giving only importance in biology is maybe a wrong understanding. That is why biology is more important for the MBBS studies. And question will ask, majority of the question or maximum mark will ask from the biology subject. Thank you.
Anyone again?
Sir, what schools do you recommend for science stream?
So we'll also add on to that. There's no such specific thing as a course for science stream. As I've mentioned earlier, the basic thing which you'll be learning in class 8, 9, 10, the basic formulas, the basic theorems, that are the, I would say, basic course. That will be the foundation stone for your higher studies. Because in our engineering also, you might be studying about Newton's first law or some gravity, something like that. Engineering is just in-depth analysis of what you will be learning in class 8, 9, 10. So you'll be thorough with whatever you will be learning in class 8, 9, 10. And if you are thorough with that, during your engineering or doctor or whatever field it will be very easy for you. But if your foundation itself is weak, you will have face difficulties later on in your life.
I think sir has explained everything. Your question was, where do you want to do your science stream? Which school is better? You mean in Mokokchung in Nagaland or in Nagaland? Okay, so there isn't any specific school that school is the best or that school is better than that school, but like Suresh mentioned, you take care of your high school days, 8, 9, 10. All the standards are very important, but I think, what is your standard right now? You are in class 10, right? So next year you'll be taking your board exams, I believe. So give special importance to your subjects, study well, clear your concepts, and then after that, your higher secondary, if school upgrades, you can continue here, or there are other options where, depending upon your marks, you can go for other options. I wouldn't say Kohima is better, Dimapur is better, Mokokchung is better, but there are many options where you can ask around. But Mokokchung has also good colleges. Even Kohima has also good colleges. So I wouldn't, mention go to that college or this college. But as long as your high school marks are good enough, I think, irrespective of where you study, I think you will manage if you work hard. So going to any good college doesn't mean that you will succeed in life, right? So it depends upon you, it depends upon your basics that you've done in your class 8, 9, and 10. So take care of your class 10 studies well, then about your science subjects you can talk about it and think about it later. So I think that's what I would do.
Anyone? Yeah. Yes, you won't get this kind of opportunity. Please take a chance to ask questions, whatever doubt you have in your minds. You can ask anything, okay? Suppose if you want to become a teacher or a lawyer or an engineer, what are the steps you should follow, or what are the courses you are supposed to take? All things you can ask. Anyone from class 10?
They're just thinking, but not willing to ask, because they have some shyness with them, it seems.
This is, we are giving time to you. It is an interactive season, isn't it? So, not only from the student side also, but on the part of the teachers also, or the provider also, if we want to share something, so that together we want to bring a changes. That is why I feel that teachers should also give opportunity to ask the question or to clarify the doubts, because we are the key person to handle the children. That opportunity.
Since no one of your asking question, I'll just tell you something. See, for any kind of competitive exam, written is not important. Okay, written is just to test your knowledge. But real selection will be done at the interview level. So, like today, if you feel shy or doesn't ask question, there's no possibility for you to be selected in any kind of competitive exam. So try to overcome your shyness and ask questions. And for engineering or doctor, whatever, without asking question to yourself or to someone else, there's no possibility for you to take forward your life. So basic things for a student to do is that ask question as much as possible. Let the teachers question themselves. Only then you will learn more. So overcome your shyness and ask questions. If not today, from tomorrow onwards, ask as much questions as you like. That way you will learn more. Thank you.
Yeah, like this discussion first, after that answer, nah?
Let's see something. Well, the students think, for your question, related with what you want to become, what is the way? I just want to interact with the teachers concerning the education. Okay. This is for all of us. Okay. What is the basic structure of school education? According to National Policy of Education to 2020, what is the basic structure? Any teachers can able to tell something about the basic structure of education? I observed something regarding our school today. That's why I want to share this thing. Anyone is having idea of the basic structure of national education pattern? We are proceeding in our system of education. We may face the problem and we may feel the responsibility of handling the in the different stage of their life. That's why I want to clarify one thing. Anyway, see, we know that the present 2020 policy of education is not 100% implemented throughout the country. It is under study, and then under different state government, the state government is given opportunity to frame out its own policy basing on the national policy of education. The state can bring its own system of education, but that should not contradict with the national objective of education. This is the main idea, isn't it? That is why in Nagaland, still now we are adopting 10 plus 2 plus 3 or plus 2 pattern of education, isn't it? This is what the children, our children are studying now. Now, say as per the policy of education based on the world scenario and national context, now the Indian government feels that we need to follow 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 pattern of education, where it is given more important and 5 plus 3 pattern of education, that is the foundational education up to class 8. At the age of the children from 11 to say 3 to 11 or 12 years. When a child reaches 11 and 12 years of age, he should complete the plus 5, 5 plus 3 stage of education. Isn't it? That means now in our state, in our country, one of the major, say problem is that we don't have a clear policy of fundamental education for children. That is why in government school we call class EP. In some private institution we call it standard 1, 2. Some call it the Montessori school. Different name is given. But main objective is what type of the education should received by each group of the children from 3 or say 5 to 12 or 11 years. In what area should we focus? Now, what I've seen is that we need to give more importance in 5 plus 3 stage of education. And this classroom is one of the classroom that you prepare keeping in view to mold the foundational education. Where in many schools this type of the facility is not giving. We talk, but we don't act. That is why it is not reflecting in the change of the life of our children. They cannot stand by themselves. They are weak to stand by themselves and their knowledge. Unless we make the strong foundation of plus 5 to plus 3 stage. That is at the age of 3 to 11 or 12 years. So my request is that my colleagues teachers, let us make a strong foundation. You are doing the right step now today, I'm observing, and let us see that the pattern of education after say 2-3 years. Who knows, the pattern of education may be changed. We may not follow the 10 plus pattern of education, isn't it? Now there may be different the changes in our say pattern of education. However, whatever the pattern may be, main important is that what type of the education should be imparted to the each group of children in this stage. This is the main idea, isn't it? That is why Montessori pattern of education, say play we have formal education, isn't it? Children are going to school, they are going to formal institution, but the method of teaching in that stage is informal. This is a quite different range, isn't it? As far as imparting the knowledge is concerned. That is why let us give more stress on foundational education of children and the stage of plus 5 plus 3 stage. That is the age group of the children from 3 to 11 or 12 years. So in our old pattern of education, that is up to class 8. This just roughly estimate, isn't it? So I'm very happy that you have the nursery, classroom here, where you have prepared all the arrangement is made in such a way that all the children are formally getting together here in this school. But they are in the their learning takes place in formal way, and the middle of preparation also in that line. That is why let us try to strengthen this middle of teaching also. It may appear for someone that it is, cheap activities, but it carry a many meaning, and this is the real way of imparting the education. So I share with you all that foundational education is very important, and the national policy of education also mostly emphasize on the strong foundational education and vocational education only. Okay, and say part 1 report of the national policy, that is about the school education. If we go through by 8, vocational education to become skill oriented education and make the strong foundation of the children. So I'm just taking the advantage, say of this in sharing that few words. With you.
I hope no more question from the student side. Anything? No. Okay. So, lastly, I would like to express my gratitude to everyone who has made this event possible in a most successful one. Indeed, your presence has truly enriched the occasion. We are truly grateful and thank you everyone for making this program a very successful and a very grand one. So it's a wrap for today's program. May I now call upon Ms. Limanula, Assistant Teacher, for a closing prayer.
All of you close your eyes and let me pray. Our most gracious loving Father, we thank you for this wonderful and resourceful day of learning. And especially thankful to those persons whose time, wisdom, and guidance have been invaluable. Lord, we pray that you bless them so that they will soar higher and inspire more. Lord, we also pray for your guidance towards our students here as they try to seek for their goals. Bless them with clarity and determination, Lord, to pursue their dreams. May they take the lessons and advice shared today and use them wisely in their own lives. Lord, we thank you for this very day, and as we are to disperse from this very place, we thank you for your guidance and protection throughout this very seminar, and as we disperse off from this very place, we seek for your continued guidance. May you lead each one of us here and also continue to guide us towards your greatness. In your name we pray. Amen.